In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of Mimaki Rasterlink 7, and I'm going to show you the whole process from bringing the job in to sending that job out. So I need to open up my software first, which is Rasterlink 7. The first thing I always do is I make sure my printer is connected. Now you can do that by checking that the inks are visible here. And you can also see that if you've loaded your material, you should have a number in our auto detection which states the size of your material that you have in your printer. I don't have any material in my printer at the moment, so we're on manual input of 3.2 meters. Once we've done that, we can now bring our job in. So I'm going to go to File, Open, and I'm going to click on the file that I want to print. So banner, OK. I'm going to choose then the printer that I'm going to be printing on. Now, if you've only got one, you'll only have one available, so you just press OK. It's now going to import my file. And it will give us then the little preview in our job list in the middle. I'm then going to highlight that file. So you can see if I click off it, there you go. So we want it to be blue and highlighted. I'm then going to look at my right hand side panel, which starts with our Properties tab at the top. So we can go through our Properties tab, we can look at our job name, file name, format, we can change our file name if we wanted to, just there. We can also look at what quality the job has come in on. We can then go to our arrangement, so if we wanted to arrange multiple jobs together, we'd press Shift and then highlight multiple jobs and press Arrange. These jobs will all be done at the same time and it will apply all the same quality settings to them. Next one down, we've got our quality. This is where we choose the quality setting for this print job. So this is a banner, so I'm going to go for banner and I'm going to choose my tarpaulin setting. This one's okay. And then I'm going to choose the profile in which I'd like to print it in. So I'm going to go for 3x900 fast. We can then choose our pass rate if we wanted to change it. This one's only got one available. I can change the overprint if I was printing onto backlit. And I can change some other settings at the bottom here. Next one down, I could crop my artwork if I wanted to. I don't need to on this job. I can also tile if I wanted to. So I could click on Tiling Edit, input my tiles in here. There we go. And then add an overlap if needs be. Press Enter. Choose the side that I need the overlap on. Now I don't want the tiling on this one, so I'm going to click that off. There we go. I'm just going to remove those tiles first as well. And then check it. I could do step and repeat. So this is where we can actually step the job, the artwork. So I can click on step and repeat edit. I'm going to choose horizontal brick pattern. I'm then going to say I want to do it to a size of 3 meters wide by, let's say, 2 meters high. There we go. And that's a step and repeat pattern. Works quite well with this file. But again, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to uncheck that. Next one down is variable data, which I don't have in this job. Then the next one down is execution. So this is where I can actually send the print job off. Now, if we need to though, below that execution, there are a few other things. Now, composition is if you have white in your printer, and then we can choose where the white goes. We've then got our color replacement guide. So we can click on our color. It pops up in here and we can replace it by clicking replace and then choosing what color we'd like to replace it with. I can click on replace and I can also go to import from color collection and then I can actually change it to a certain spot color in here. So say I want this one, press OK. That will now input that and output that color. We can also see this in our ink setup and not just our LED setup. We can create a favorite from this job. Creating a favorite is where we then bring in all those settings that we've just used for this print job, and then we can save them so that we can bring our next job in using this favorite preset. Then all of our settings that we've used will be the same for every job that we print. This one is duplication, so we can just duplicate our job. This one is backup, so we can back up the file, delete the file, and also go to our printer FAQs. But at the moment, I just want to print it, so I'm going to go to our execution tab. I'm going to choose the way that I'm going to send it, which is rip and print. So it rips that data first and then sends it out to print. I'm going to say I want to have one copy or one time that it needs to print. And then I'm going to press start. When I press start, it will then go into our job queue and it will then start printing. So that's a general quick overview of how Mimaki Rasterlink 7 would be used.